South Carolina, if they win this game, they take over first place in the SEC, but Auburn hoping to be the spoiler tonight. Dawn Staley going with the smaller starting lineup tonight. Edwards, easy. Maya Money Petticord tonight. She's feeling under the weather and not expected to play. See how that changes things for the Tigers. Coulibaly buries the mid-range.
Yeah, that freshman's going to have to really pick up the load with Petticord being out.
McKeer and one. And in this league, as he pointed out today, you go 7-9 and you can be a tournament team. Latson, and Latson knocks down the three. Yeah, Latson's game against Vanderbilt, that was her first 20-plus point game against an SEC opponent. Nice look into Edwards. Tessa Johnson with the assist. South Carolina's been so good shooting percentage-wise. They get a lot of those easy buckets, as you mentioned, shooting this year.
Dawn Staley hangs her hat on paint production, and right now, one-on-one, Joyce Edwards is having a field day.
Auburn looking for the bucket, and McDaniel makes her presence known right away. The steal and bucket. Auburn just got their first offensive rebound. Duhan blocked by Latson. And Latson, with only Duhan to beat, goes under and scores.
Latson has been a terrific addition to South Carolina, and this is a player that had to carry the load at Florida State. There's a three for Auburn.
Of the game for Auburn, Harris knocks it down. Edwards double team. Turnover on South Carolina. Coulibaly. And Auburn. Do you like South Carolina playing a little smaller, Carolyn? As Tessa Johnson knocks in another three. About Dawn Staley as a player just as much as a coach. Ferocious competitor. Raven Johnson. And she took the assist from Tornabees. Only 18 years of age. She's number 31 in black. Three is open. And it is knocked down by Soraya Daniels.
Well, it's another three-point shooter because McDowell, she can knock it down.
Tornabees had it blocked. Good block by Daniels. Auburn maintains possession.
I love the grittiness of Auburn.
How about McDaniel? Another steal leading to a bucket.
That was a great bounce-back game for South Carolina. After the loss to Oklahoma, I think she really got her team's attention.
Tessa Johnson on the drive.
What needs to be fixed? And they go, well, but we won the game. It's not that big a deal. When you lose the game, every single little detail matters.
A nice penetration by Coulibaly. Edwards. And one. She just makes it look easy, which is what great players do.
And you saw Raven Johnson clapping, wanting the basketball because she knew the hockey assist was going. She goes to the, there were a lot of players that improved their play from freshman to sophomore year.
Coulibaly has her shot rejected. McDowell actually got the first swat at it. Yeah, I mentioned it a little while ago. Larry Vickers had some interesting thoughts on that. Bayoso with the steal. And nice. That is the first time they've scored.
You got to win the right seven.
Shot clock again down to 4. Baseline jumper is buried. Tessa Johnson knocks down the three in the corner. So smooth.
When she needs to pass it, there's no second thought about it.
Three is open, and it is good by Maddie McDaniel. That is just the 6th made three of the season for her. Lay gets the offensive rebound. Important for them to score on this first possession. Duhan, oh, get that out of here, says Okot.
Now you got to understand that Medina Okot is 6'6".
Edwards takes the entry pass. Doesn't draw the foul, gets her miss, and sticks it in on the left side of the basket. First points tonight for her. Edwards, good look down low to Ocock. Lay got loose, didn't take the shot. Here's Duhan. And Duhan with a nice move inside. It's been the story tonight for Auburn. They've missed a lot of open shots. Whoa! Tessa Johnson with a hand in her face. Doesn't get the shot to go in. Raven Johnson looking up to Edwards. And Edwards with the easy two. Doesn't get the shot to go in. Raven Johnson looking up to Edwards. And Edwards with the easy two.
With South Carolina starting with that small lineup means more benches, more post players coming off the bench.
Edwards knocks it in. I love that communication.
Yes, because you always want players to know they are appreciated, and sometimes it's just a matter of minutes.
Edwards. Wow. Edwards is just eating him up inside. Now that only returning starter you referred to is Raven Johnson. Bayoso gets loose on the baseline and gets the roll.
Yeah, Joyce Edwards led the team in scoring coming in off the bench.
Tessa Johnson with the two. Given a lot of players a lot of minutes tonight that typically may not get as many. A nice move on the baseline by Coulibaly. Auburn's in the midst of playing top 25 teams. This is their fourth straight top 25 opponent as Raven Johnson gets that layup.
And look, she's one of my favorite people. She gave me swag for the LSU gymnastics, so I'm 6'4" walking around in a
10 ranked women's basketball teams. I mean, everybody in gymnastics is ranked. Steal by Coulibaly, and Coulibaly gets the layup. She is her nickname, the Dean of Coaches at LSU. And they've had some incredible coaches in that school's history across all sports. Edwards works her way inside and draws the foul.
Guards spend a lot of time with Jolette Law. Not just the guards, the posts do too, handling the basketball.
Three, so good by Soraya Daniels.
Guards spend a lot of time with Jolette Law. Not just the guards, the posts do too, handling the basketball.
Three, so good by Soraya Daniels. Tornabees, yes! And all of the Gamecocks have scored tonight. Three on the way, good again.
Balanced attack, intensity, but from everyone that stepped on the floor. Did not take Auburn for granted.
Harris and Auburn, a learning experience, plenty positive things going on in this Auburn program.
Yeah, Auburn, they just really struggled to score